Alright, here comes the first video of the season. This is a Dawn of the Infinite, Galakrond's Fall. And, sorry, not that. We're gonna go through it in that in 1.5 times speed, and I'm just gonna go through what's important and what isn't and how we're playing the route. Second time I'm doing it, this is a pug group, but we are on voice. But being the second time we're doing it, it's still not perfect. So there's a few options. If you clear everything, you think you would land like, I don't know, 130% or so. So you got some options to skip. We're playing this because we're lusting this anyways, and I think going with the next pack it would be too big. So we took that pack on the side. Into it. Let's see what music. Right, this is what we're getting. Now at least. Sand dune is a bit annoying this week. Sand dune and purple. Into this. It's not that bad. You could maybe take it all at one go. I don't know. These are highly nerfed. The hardest part is definitely the second boss area. What you want to consider during this time is kick the Chrono Weavers, Chrono Melt, and the Time Slice. You can also spell steal that, but nothing too major. You need a dispel on your tank and so forth, otherwise it hurts. I'm unsure about reflects here. Haven't really gotten through to them, but Sense has his sheet which you can look through. Good and detailed. First boss, three important things. This, you want to position it, stack it up and so forth. I put my at a bad spot, but I'm just gonna overlap it next. As soon as he jumps on a player, you gotta soak that. Someone has to soak that. That's not soaked, it's group wide damage, I'm pretty sure. And he also does tank buster, kind of that. So you need to heal a portion of your life. He puts absorbs healing on you for a portion of your life. You gotta heal that up, then it can be dispelled. It actually hurts. So that's the three things. Just rinse, repeat. Pretty easy. Stack the shit up so you don't fill the room. Here, you kind of want to watch out. You don't want to play this guy with the other big guy. They're both doing group-wide damage, and this area is just a lot harder. What we're doing is we're playing everything that's needed, which is everything that spawns out of the portals, I believe. But since we anyways need that, we're also filling in with that whenever we've got a small pool. So probably getting a bit extra percentage here. However, we're skipping everything in the end. We lusted the very first pool, by the way, if I didn't make that clear. Taking that in. Going next. Want to make sure to kick the volleys. You can reflect the bolts on you and stop the channel casts on other group members. And try to pick up the smallies. They do hurt their bit. And this is a very annoying area with sand dune, it felt like. Can't solo kick the volley with a 15-second cast with 1 second shorter ED. So if we spec into it, I think we could. The dog thingy also does a frontal, so you want to face that away from your group. Don't go too big here. Timer is pretty easy in this dungeon, I would say. Next boss up. The tank buster that was happening on PT. But that was happening in the dungeon itself is removed. These are my talents, just normal ones. I am playing spell block days. What else? Go to the boss. One of these zones is a damage reduction zone. The other one is movement speed increase. However, the damage reduction is not too big of a deal, because whilst you're in that zone, you also take that dot ticks for more than the other one. So I think the other zone actually does less damage. But if you're soaking a mechanic, I think you want to be in the slow one. Apart from that, dodge the orbs. They move fast in the fast zone, slow in the slow zone. Rather simple. Here we see a pretty good dance, right? Keep on moving counterclockwise. Otherwise you're just gonna end up constantly dodging them. Here you can just dance with them. As you can see, Tank Buster is gone for now at least. Else? Not much else. I'm gonna skip ahead. Wanna make the video any longer than it has to. This dragon you could skip. If everyone is quick, you can skip it. You can just run past, but since you know we're not gonna play it. Does a decent amount of AoE. I can see it hurting on higher keys. And just being dull, playing one mob at a time if you can skip it, right? Next two dragons is this next lust, which is not ideal, right? Losing one if timer was tight. But we're playing them together this way, so that's also positive. When the blobs die, they enrage the dragons, which increases their melee attack damage, but only melee attack damage, not their group-wide damage, which is positive. Here we're taking one at a time. This boss has what, 3 phases? 4 phases? 4 phases, I think. We're gonna skip ahead to the boss. There's not much. Don't move him around too much. You put Scoo on the ground, which hurts. Dodge the swirlies. Pick that up. On whoever that goes, you have to pick it up, and it's a 14-second duration. When he does Light Reclamation, he consumes it from you. Now I want to get it back, but we faced him, so that removes it. Same thing in this phase, but it's different timers. I pick it up now, but then I will also give it back. Someone. And then I'll take it again. And then I get eaten. The other difference is also that there's swirlies, which rotates. There's one slot free, then there's the opposite slots free. Now he splits into 2 blobs. One of them is gonna be a caster, which moves however he likes. So you gotta follow him more or less. Range should probably try and bait somewhere at this point. It also deals a decent amount of damage now. And one of the dragons does a frontal jib. We're dead. Necrofrost, you can remove that with movement, removing effects, freedom, blink, so forth. If not, kill it. At this point we're just skipping these ads, but they're really not that hard. The issue we saw is that we should have cleared less earlier and played the last pack. Like at this point we should have played it because the roleplay triggers now and it's 30 seconds, so not worth skipping them all. This boss is to 90%. At 90% he does an enrage timer, so you have to go before he finishes his cast while you're wiping. There's DPS when they get this Extinction Blast and in Chromie's circle. I'm unsure if you have to heal Chromie, but I think so, but I'm unsure. The tank, you soak this big one, you soak it in front of the DPS. And you've gotta move back into it because you get knocked from it. Constant movement after each hit. This is just dance like the previous boss on the dragons. You can stand at pretty far range and then you can just more than safe to move. Then there's a frontal, which is pretty big, like a quarter of the room or so. Dodge to one side ideally. 2 mobs spawn, don't stand on other players with the circle. That hurt. Feel kind of like a hobo with this guy right now. Soak again. Also on the enrage phase, make sure to stand in Chrome is circle because it gives you 100% damage, 100% haste. Dodge again, dance, dance. Gonna move forward and then frontal. Ideally would have stacked one side, but it's kind of whatever. Now with 2 ads. And this is the enrage phase. Got 30 seconds I think overall to kill it. And I get big boy trinket. That's nice. Alright, GG's. Let's say guide to Galakrond's. Oh. Thank you all for watching.